Well, Casey, over the last few weeks on our show, we've been talking a lot about slop.
We have, and it seems like the more we talk about it, the more of it appears all over the internet.
Yes, it is taking over the internet, and for that reason, we thought we should introduce a new segment that we are calling the Hard Fork Review of Slop.
Hard Fork Review of Slop.
Oh my God, that's so perfect.
That's beautiful.
You know, this, I would say, is generally a STEM podcast. We care a lot about science and technology and engineering, not as much math, but we also care about the arts. And so we thought, why don't we carve out some time on the show to talk about some of the new achievements in AI art that we're seeing out there on the internet, and also sort of bring our critical eye to them and, you know, put them in conversation with the culture.
Yes, we have critics out there for books and movies and music and video games. And I think slop is like an emerging genre of cultural production, most of which is bad, but some of which may actually be good. And so we need to stand here amid the floodgates, sort of filtering out the bad slop and letting the good slop get through.
Okay, I just want to signal up front. I didn't actually bring anything good. I didn't know that was part of the assignment.
I have one good one, but we'll save it for the end.
All right, fair enough.
So, Casey, tell me about the slop that you have been looking at, and then I will tell you about some slop that I've found.
That's great. Well, Kevin, maybe to just kind of warm us up, we can look at some of the slop that I think of as Cocomelon for adults, just kind of pure visual stimulation, no ideas in it whatsoever. And this kind of slop you can find on TikTok if you search for glass fruit cutting. Have you seen any of the glass fruit cutting?
No.
Okay, let's see if we can cue one of these up. Some of these are in the sort of like the ASMR realm. This man is cutting into a coconut with a knife, but the
coconut is glass.
It's glass.
Oh, the kiwi is glass. Oh, I don't like that sound. That has like nails on a chalkboard vibes for me. This is what's replacing reading in our schools.
I mean, literally. Now, what I liked about this one, Kevin, is it's glass pancakes.
Ooh.
With a beautiful maple syrup. You really hate that sound, don't you?
That's a jump scare sound for me. Oh, we got a donut, a glass donut.
We'd love to see a glass donut. Oh, just cutting through the glass bowl of cereal there.
The physics here are actually kind of impressive,
right?
To me. Like, it is showing the reflections of the knife in the glass. It looks vaguely realistic.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird because it's like the food looks delicious, but beautiful, but then it's glass, so it's off-putting.
Yeah.
Like, it just sort of, it doesn't make any sense, and so it hypnotizes your brain into this sense of, I don't know what I'm watching, I don't want to look away.
Yes.
And I'm going to stop thinking words.
Yes. It's sort of like the spiritual successor to those like Crush videos where they'll just have like the hydraulic press.
Yes.
And they'll just like press down on like 7 objects.
Yeah. And now, instead of just wasting those objects, we can waste water and electricity. All right. What do you have?
So I have an example from the news, actually. This one comes to us from DirecTV, which has just struck a partnership with an AI company called Glance that will allow people with DirecTV Gemini devices to put themselves inside of 30-second AI-generated videos. Basically, if you step away from your TV to go get a snack or go to the bathroom, you might come back and find that you are in the ad on the TV. And Casey, let's watch an example of this. So this is an ad for a clothing company that has sort of made it possible for people to scan a QR code and like put themselves inside the clothing commercials. So this kind of shows how it works. You connect it to your TV, you put in your photo, and then tap a couple buttons, and it generates your looks.
This process is already so absurd.
And then, boom, there you are in a blazer. Now, Casey, I thought the point of advertisements was to show clothes on people who are more attractive than me to entice me to buy them. Why would I want to see clothes ads with me in them?
I can't answer that question, honestly. This one is so funny to me because the process you have to go through to do this is so complicated. I basically cannot imagine a single person doing this. First of all, you already have a TV that is like working against you, right? Like the way that this works is that if you have one of these TVs and you leave it idle for 10 minutes, AI takes over, which is like, it's kind of like, if the bus goes below 55 miles an hour, it explodes.
Yes.
This is that, but for like AI advertising. And then after it shows you these images, then it's up to you to go scan a QR code and take a photo of yourself. Like, no one who is watching TV wants to do any of this at all. So, it's a very silly process. And, in the demonstration, the photos look fine.
They look fine.
They look fine.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Do you not know what you look like with a jacket on? You know what you look like with a jacket on. Let me just say this. What are we doing here? That is my review of this. What are we doing here?
We are selling advertising technology, Casey.
Okay. You know what? We need to sort of turn the temperature down. So now I just want to show one that made me laugh. I call this one Woman on the Walmart Shelf, if we want to cue this one up. I saw this one on TikTok, although it does have the Sora watermark on it. And I think this speaks to the ability of AI Slop to just kind of create like a classic pratfall physical comedy situation. This one involves what looks like store security cam footage of an older woman on a very high shelf inside a Walmart. And there's a police officer who's looking up at her as our story begins.
Ma'am, please come down from there.
You want me to come down?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And she does a header off the shelf and crashes into the police officer. So, Kevin, what did that one make you feel? There's a lot there. There's a lot of layers to this onion.
Okay, Casey, some questions about this video.
Yeah.
Is this a one-off, or is there a larger genre of older people falling off the top shelf at the grocery store onto a police officer?
It's a whole interconnected cinematic universe with sort of, these very rich sort of characterizations. The vocal performances are really amazing. So I encourage you to get into it. Some beautiful stuff. No, this is a one-off, Kevin. I've never seen anything else related to it.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not worried that people are going to start throwing themselves off the shelves of grocery stores to sort of mimic the trend here. This one feels pretty harmless to me. I appreciate inspiring older people to do things like climbing up to the top shelf of the grocery store.
I mean, like these days, anytime I see a Sora video that isn't like misappropriating the likeness of Martin Luther King Jr., I say that's a win for Slop.
Yes, this one, I think, pretty harmless. All right.
What else you got?
Well, this next one, Casey, was not harmless because it involved America's Queen, Dolly Parton.
Oh, no. Leave her alone.
Basically, some sicko out there has been generating AI images of Dolly Parton looking very sick, including at least one image of Reba McEntire visiting Dolly Parton on her deathbed, which went around on the internet and led to a bunch of rumors that Dolly Parton, God forbid, was dying.
Oh, no. See, I hate this.
Yeah, I don't like this either. Let's watch Reba's video summarizing the whole thing.
You tell them, Dolly, that AI mess has got us doing all kind of crazy things. You're out there dying, I'm out here having a baby. Well, both of us know you're too young and I'm too old for any of that kind of nonsense. But you better know I'm praying for you. I love you with all my heart, and I can't wait to see you soon. Love you.
So Dolly also made a response video that she posted on social media.
Wait, just to be clear, what you showed me was real, not Slop. That is Reba McEntire's actual Instagram account.
That is Reba McEntire's actual Instagram account. She does show some of these Slop images inside the thing of Reba at Dolly's deathbed. And Dolly responded with another real video from her real social media account saying, quote, "I ain't dead yet." So, Casey, what do you make of this one?
I mean, this is so bad. Like the so many of the fears around misinformation have been there will just become a time when you can't tell what is true and what is false. And the better that image generation software gets, the more of these little viral hoaxes we're going to see going around. So this is super bad. I'm truly trying to what kind of person do you have to be like, today is the day that I create a rumor that Dolly Parton has died, and I'm going to use Sora to prove it.
Truly. It is mind-boggling to me. If you wanted to turn the public against AI and against AI-generated content, the most effective thing you could do would be to go after Dolly Parton, who literally everyone loves.
No, I hope Jolene finds whoever did this and does a number on him.
Let's just say Dolly Parton's lawyers are going to be working more than 9 to 5.
This next one is sort of a narrated journey. We are returning to Walmart for this one. And this creator is very interested in the use of AI to create art on products. So you're sort of I've seen some that are at a craft store, and there's framed pictures of what has clearly been AI generated. In this case, she picks up some butter cookies at Walmart and makes a pretty convincing case that it is slop art. And I enjoyed this journey. Let's see how it looks here.
This is bad. I didn't think it could get worse, but you guys were right. The butter cookie tins at Walmart are way worse than the popcorn tins. Because why is Santa throwing ass? Why is he squatting on a table? Why does he look like he's about to twerk? What is his hand doing? What is that? Look at the background.
Do you see? Santa has the fattest ass in this.
And what is this wall full of random things? Can you make out what any of that is actually supposed to be? It looks like there's cobwebs on the roof, whether that's intentional or not. I don't know. This is just straight up.
It's just random shapes on the wall. I have to say, this video made me feel very naive because I did not realize that there was mass-produced products in Walmart stores that is AI generated.
Oh, yeah. And I also love that there are now slop detectives who are just going out there vigilante style and investigating the slop on the shelves of their local Walmart. That's beautiful to me. We need more citizen participation.
Honestly, it could be a segment for our show, Slop investigations.
Shop till you slop.
Something to think about.
Let me
ask a question.
Yeah.
If you're shopping and you pick up an object and you see that, there's slop art, does that affect the way that you want to buy it or not buy it one way or the other?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's a whole category of art that basically doesn't matter, which is the stuff on the cookie tin, right? The stuff at Walmart. No one is winning any prizes for that. No one is reaching any new heights of creativity. Basically, this is just a way for the butter cookie manufacturer to save a couple bucks and not have to hire an illustrator or use some stock art from the internet.
And do you think they're passing the savings on to us, the customers?
Probably not. Probably not. That's probably going right to their bottom line.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. What about you? Would you be less likely to buy something if a slop had been used in its advertising?
I mean, maybe, because I think it speaks to a kind of cheapness and a lack of care. And so if I were buying a heart defibrillator and I saw that there was slop art on the box, I would say, I don't know if I could trust these people.
What about butter cookies from Walmart? Are you going for quality when you're buying butter cookies from Walmart?
I want I want brown butter if it was going to be butter cookies. Butter is a great flavor, but it needs something else. You know what I mean?
Okay, so for Casey, only the artisanal images of Santa with a huge ass.
Small batch. Huge ass Santa butter cookies, please.
Okay. One more example of slop that I want to tell you about today, Casey, and get your opinions on. This one is what I would consider good slop. This is slop that is being made toward a noble cause, which is preventing the AI apocalypse. Now, Casey, you might think to yourself, how could this happen? How could AI slop be used to ward off the AI apocalypse?
I was just about to ask you that.
Well, this is a company called Hyperstition. It was founded by Andrew Cote and Aaron Silverbook. And basically, this is a company that is trying to counteract all of the sci-fi stories and narratives out there about AI going rogue and killing people, which, this hypothesis makes its way into the training data for these AI systems and actually makes them more likely to sort of go rogue.
It gives them
theory.
ideas.
It gives them some ideas. And so Andrew Cote said, what if we combated this by writing a bunch of AI-generated novels about AIs and humans getting along really well, and then we fed that into the training data for the AI systems to kind of give them some more good examples to follow?
All right. Kind of a convoluted explanation, but sure, why not?
So this company has just gotten a grant. I read about this on Astro Codex 10. They just got a grant to create 5,000 AI-generated novels, and they're trying to have these novels be sort of 80,000 words, and they're going to enlist the public's help to help generate these, and you can buy credits, about $4 a book to generate this, and then they're going to try to feed these into the language models and get the models to think about maybe good scenarios and maybe be more likely to act on that.
Wait, why does the public get involved if the works are all AI generated?
I think they want it to reflect a diverse set of, sort of scenarios and characters. Basically, they want just people to sort of get involved in this and make it as diverse as possible.
All right. Well, do we have any examples we can see?
No.
Great.
So what do you make of this attempt to use Slop for the benefit and potentially the salvation of humanity?
Here's what I'm going to say. If it turns out that the thing that is needed to prevent human extinction from AI is a massive infusion of slop into the training data, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised if that was the difference maker.
I share your skepticism. I think the default outcome from this project is that it probably doesn't save us from the AI apocalypse. I think a funny secondary effect would be if one of these 5,000 Slop novels goes on to become a huge bestseller and becomes the literary craze that takes over the country. Do I think that's likely? No, but it could happen.
No, well, as we mentioned earlier in the show, it doesn't seem like people are reading all that much these days. But, maybe all of this will eventually be fed into a Notebook LM video presentation that folks can watch.
Yes. All right. That is it for the Hard Fork review of Slop. And we welcome your submissions for future installments. If you spot some Slop that is worthy of cultural interrogation by some of our nation's foremost Slop critics, please send it over to us at hardfork@nytimes.com, along with a brief explanation of the effect it had on you, how it moved you.
Yeah, we want to, it can't just be look at this weird thing. I want to see Slop that made you feel something.
Yeah, and the next time you see a Santa with a suspiciously large posterior, call us.
Call us.
Email us.
We want to know about it.
We want to see it.
And we want to
Casey has a folder on his MacBook that's just photos and images of Santa with a very large ass.
I love a thick Santa, and I salute them, sir. If you're throwing it back, congrats. See you on Christmas, big guy. Hey, that's the end of this clip. If you liked what you saw, head on over to our page and subscribe, and you can get the full podcast. We do a show like this almost every week on tech and the future. Head on over there now and subscribe.